Kitchen. I'm so delighted to be sharing some very special recipes with you with my guest, Carlo Gambale, grocery manager from Nardini Specialty in Stony Creek. Thank you so much for joining me.
Wonderful to be here, Marissa.
So we did a show together for Cable 14, and I had so much fun and I learned so much from you that I think I'm even more excited about this one because it's all sweets.
All the sweets, for sure. Good time of year for it.
Carlo, we're going to start off with...
Well, we'll start with the pandoro.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit about it.
So today we're featuring or introducing Motta. Angelo Motta in 1919 was the first one to start commercializing the pandoro for the masses. It used to be made even as far back as medieval times, but it was very much a wealthy person's bread. And you can see by the color of it how it gets its name, pandoro, golden bread. The shape of it simulates the mountains. This is from Verona. So the mountains in Verona, they made this to be the shape, and the icing sugar is to simulate the snow on the mountain.
So do you sprinkle that, or do you put it in the bag and shake it around?
Sprinkle on top, depends if you want to cut it open. It's there. They don't come pre-done because they want to have a nice fresh look to it.
Right.
And you can see by the color of it how it gets its name, pandoro, golden bread. It's a beautiful shape like the stars in the mountains. You can see it from a side view there.
How pretty.
Nice kind of a spongy texture to it. And what you're looking for in a quality pandoro is the ingredients. A lot of it's about the ingredients. Some of it is packaging. They can dress them up nicely, or the fillings. But a lot of these made with a high content of butter, whole eggs, egg yolks, as opposed to the whole eggs or egg powders.
Right.
It all comes down to ingredients. So good ingredients make a very good product. And that's the difference in the pricing, because they can range in pricing quite a bit. And the texture and the moisture that you get from it, just the overall look and smell. It's all
the texture on this, it's very moist.
Yeah,
obviously
it's got a little
very
sponginess
fragrant.
to it.
Yes, exactly. So I just took off this crust.
Yep.
This isn't for the garbage. This
No,
is
I have to
my
eat that
treat.
too, yeah.
Absolutely. This is my treat a little bit later on. Excellent. Okay, let's go on to this one here. I love the packaging.
Packaging is amazing.
It
That's partly, it's the authentic look of it. It's great for gift giving. This one's from Fergani, and it has limoncello inside.
So am I doing this right and just cutting
Sure,
it this
you
way?
can cut that, yeah.
Okay.
You can even save the strings for the gardens, the tomatoes.
Oh, you know what?
You don't want to waste anything.
Oh my god, I love that idea. Okay, I'm going to do that. Save it for my tomatoes.
So this limoncello is your traditional panettone, and a nice unique thing about, or how they got the name, there's a couple stories about the name. Again, it was back in the days of making a higher quality bread product. This is kind of like a sourdough process, very time involved. You're looking at 72 hours to make a bread like this. So there's some stories where somebody made a bread like this and then accidentally overcooked it and decided to add some candied fruits and raisins to dress it up. Another one was where there was a chef that made it for a duchess, I believe, and his name was Tony. And they liked it, so they called panettone.
And if you had created this, it could have been pane Carlo.
Carlo,
right?
but this is, I might have lost patience in making this because what's involved in making the panettone, the time involved, I don't think it happened by accident. There's a lot of deliberate labor in this.
Right. Well, you know, the Italians are known for their wonderful sweet breads. Okay, so this paper here, I'm just going to
you can just peel that back. Some people
Yep.
like to cut it. If they're just having it themselves, they have a little bit of end on it, keeps their hands a little cleaner.
Yeah.
But you're welcome to peel that back.
Okay, so this one here, I can already smell the lemon, and I see a little candied fruit in there.
This one could have a mixture. They always have their little extra touches. The traditional would have the candied fruit, which is usually orange peel and lemon peel, and the raisins.
So this is so moist. Oh
Yeah.
my
And again,
goodness.
these actually have to get hung upside down after they're baked because the quality ones with the high butter content would just collapse. So that's part of the process. The time it takes with the ingredients, the levito they use is called levito madre. So it's a mother one. They're actually taking time and days for that. And then it's just a laborious process for sure.
Look at
It's a nice
that.
cream inside there.
So because we're going to use it for the charcuterie board, I'm going to maybe cut it into little fingers.
Sure.
You know, certainly I would be happy eating
Yeah,
that.
just sit there, nice steak size.
Yeah, but panettone should be sliced thickly, right?
If it gets thin, and again, if you're making a charcuterie board like this, you want to make sure that you're kind of putting it together in a relatively short time because the air to it will make it the texture a little bit drier afterwards. But
Right.
we're going to dress these up so they're going to be delicious regardless. Even though that it was originated in Milan, you'll see them from Sicily and other parts of Italy where they'll use what they're known for in their area to flavor it. Pistachio, lemons, the almonds. There's other ways to dress it up. So you're going to see a lot of varieties out there.
And we have another one here. Oh, I love this box. Okay, I would keep the box.
You can keep the box and keep some keepsakes in it for sure.
Beautiful.
This one has a beautiful array of pistachio in it.
Oh.
So you open that up and you're going to get the aroma from that for sure.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
The presentation's fantastic.
I love it, look at that. So pretty.
A lot of them could be from southern Italy where they're known to have the pistachios. I did grab a lot. We have such a selection that kind of represents all different parts of Italy. But that's just fantastic.
So if you're looking for panettone, Nardini's really is the store
We carry
to go to.
a very good selection of more artisan ones that are hard to find. We pride ourselves on getting some unique ones as well. And this is just a cross section that you're going to see today.
So do you think that's white chocolate on the top?
I think it's a blend of the chocolate with the pistachio because we have a bit of coloring there in the lightness of the green, so they probably mixed it together.
Oh my goodness. Okay, how do you think we should cut this?
In half, we have half each.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Okay, how about we do little wedges because
Yeah,
really
we can do
that
wedges
is the
for that too.
traditional
Yeah,
one, right?
and it gives a nice cross section of everything when you're trying to
Yes,
present.
exactly. Yeah, what I love about panettone is that you have a dessert already ready for you.
If you like it like that, especially the ones that are dressed up, where there's so many options, you can get creative and enjoy it with some other little things.
Okay, there's the gift when you open it, and then there's the gift when you cut it in half.
Yeah,
And
look at that.
reveal
Look at
that.
That's
oh
amazing.
my goodness. So is this like crema di pistachio?
Yes.
Some people make their panettone at home, and I do too, but really I can never replicate
It is difficult.
this flavor, this texture.
The humidity of the room,
Yes.
because it's a very delicate process.
Look at that, beautiful. I know that you've brought some other ones that have the chocolate inside.
Yes.
And looking at this reminds me, so my kids would actually do that. They would go find the slice
take it all
that
out.
had all that
Yeah.
chocolate in it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is so
You can
lovely.
get chocolate, you can get amanita cherry, you can get marrone glassata, which is the glazed chestnuts. They create masterpieces and artwork out of this beautiful base of a cake, and they can always expand on it.
I'm going to show off that topping there.
And again, this is always reflective of the cost that we take, because you can be almost in any budget with the panettone and pandoro.
So we've tidied up, and actually we had a little sample because we just couldn't resist. So we're going to fill in the open spaces on the charcuterie board with all these delightful little treats from Nardini's.
Yes.
We're going to start with torrone.
Torrone is classic. for
Okay. Tell me about torrone.
Sure. Torrone is a nougat, and it's either filled with almonds or hazelnut, pistachio. They do candied fruits in there as well. Coated in chocolate. Could be all just a gianduja chocolate. Again, it could be a whole episode on its own.
Okay, we can do that.
We could do
yeah,
that,
we
yeah,
can
we
do
could
that.
do that.
Next year, we'll do it just
Yeah,
on
stay tuned.
torrone. Okay, so as a child, I remember this was always a gift. We never had a Christmas without torrone. And so even now with my children, I have to make sure that on the Christmas Eve, sweet table or on Christmas Day that we have torrone.
Yeah, everybody seems to go for the torrone first.
I'm going to maybe get ready with some whipping cream.
All right.
Okay, and maybe you can tell me a little bit about the chocolate.
We have some great selection from Motta again. They also get into the chocolate. There's gianduja, there's some different mixes of chocolate, cremini.
This whipping cream, you have it at your store,
Yeah, the hopla.
and it's already just slightly sweetened.
Yes.
And I'm going to make a little noise. Yep, there we go. I'm going to make a little noise. So give me a minute.
Sure.
Well, that whipping cream, like you said, came up very, very quickly.
Looks wonderful.
And it's so rich and creamy. And I love the fact that it's already lightly sweetened. You could add, maybe a little amaretto to it,
Yeah.
but it's fine just the way it is. Loacker has beautiful chocolates.
They're all chocolate-coated wafers of different thicknesses, different sizes, with and without chocolate. They're from Bolzano. We have a store within a store at Nardini's. We're the first ones to do that. Some of this product, and we can just actually slip some of these on there as well.
I see here, this one here caught my attention. I love the color. And it says, I don't have my glasses on.
Rose of the Dolomites.
Okay, so tell me about
So
that.
this
That
here,
sounds so interesting.
we'll even take a look at it. So the they're from the Dolomite mountain range. They're up there, and these are the flowers that actually grow naturally, and it looks like that. And I've actually seen them on trips
Oh
there.
my goodness.
So they make them all in a white chocolate dark, and it's got a wafer base. It's got all
Look
the
at
cream
that.
inside, and it's like a little rose of the Dolomite.
And what does it taste like?
Delicious.
I'm gonna have
like
to
a little
taste
bit
that.
of heaven.
So is there a little cookie in there?
There's always a wafer base,
Oh,
and then the
I love
mixture
that.
of the hazelnut and the cream, and then with the chocolate on top.
Mmm.
Yeah.
It's so creamy. The hazelnut flavor comes through.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put this one over here. I'm gonna make
Great.
a little pile of my eat later.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I also have the mascarpone.
Yes.
Okay, so traditional Italian, right?
Right.
And some people will say, "Oh, it's like cream cheese." No, it's not.
This
You
is
can-
beautiful.
Yeah, you can compare this to cream cheese. So tell me about mascarpone.
Mascarpone is a nice, like I said, an elegant cheese to mix into a lot of different recipes, either as a portion or as more of the main base. And we're going to have it in some excellent kind of combinations here. Can't wait to see what you're going to create.
So the mascarpone is something that I use in my sweets as well, but in my savory cooking, you know, you can make a beautiful pasta with some mascarpone cheese.
Sure, stretches out.
Or have you ever tried it on pizza?
I don't
So
think
you
I
make,
have.
oh my gosh, so you make your pizza dough and you just put a little bit of the mascarpone. It goes so nice and creamy. It's just
I'll have to
beautiful.
try that for sure.
So I see here something else that brings me back to my childhood.
Oh, mine too.
Okay, so tell me about these.
So crocante is, this one version is with roasted almonds, drizzled in caramelized honey. And they also do one in peanuts. My favorite growing up, when my nonna had made this, I would polish it off.
Oh my
So it
goodness.
always definitely brings me back to childhood for sure.
And this really, you just want a little nibble of it, right?
You
Can't put too
want,
much
if you
of
can,
it.
yeah, if you can.
Yeah, you can't really just eat one little piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, even just the color of it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna put that right in the middle. I love that. So you bought all these little jars of delightful little things.
This is a cream that they put out like a spreadable cream made with the botch ingredients, and just another way to enjoy bocce. Like
So
everybody
could
does.
I put my finger in it?
You can do whatever you like. It's your show.
Well, we'll save that for
All right. Save it for
after,
the
right.
bottom of the
Oh my
jar.
goodness, look how creamy
Very
that
nice
is.
cream. They don't have it year round, but they are offering it. We have it this time of year for Christmas.
Well, then we have to take advantage of
For
it,
sure.
right? So I came into the store and I saw this, and I
Yes.
had never seen it. Actually, I thought it was like a pesto sauce. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know exactly what it was. I didn't have my glasses on. And then you told me that it's this.
Pistachio cream.
So I brought it home and had a little bit of toast and just spread this on top.
It's wonderful.
Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. So it had the texture of Nutella.
It is. It's just
Mm-hmm.
in with the ingredients of the pistachio.
Yeah. So if you're not a chocolate lover like I am, then you know you might
still like your
really
spreads,
find this.
for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. How about this one?
We've got some nice organic spreads from Bigoni di Asiago, and I was fortunate enough to be in the boutique in Asiago. So when I was able to have this available to the store, of course I fell in love with it.
So this one's blueberry.
That's blueberry. There's about 6 varieties, plus 2 of the dairy-free chocolate or the hazelnut spread and the regular hazelnut spread.
Okay.
So very fresh tasting on this. It's going to make your presentation pop for sure, and it's just a wonderful flavor.
It's filling up, looking wonderful. Okay, so we have some honey.
Yes. This is Pastelli honey, their local producer. Just a great little jar there to sprinkle on, perfect size for charcuterie board.
Oh, what a beautiful golden color. All right, and I was really delighted to see these at the store.
That is a new product for us, a new offering that they come in. These are prepared for any bakers. Quality ingredients of hazelnut. We have it with pistachio, and we have it with almonds.
Imported?
Imported from Italy.
And are they already toasted? It looks like they're already toasted.
Yeah, they're all ready to
Wow.
consume that way.
Well,
Beautiful
that becomes,
packaging.
yeah, that's
it's-
very convenient then for the bakers, you know,
Absolutely.
because sometimes you just need, let me just put that, there we go. Sometimes you just need, you know, a couple of tablespoons of chopped nuts and, you know,
You don't
this
want to
makes
do the
it,
work and look
Right.
how beautifully it's done.
this is already convenient, okay. Let me see
Alright.
what else I have here. Okay, so this is another product that I always get from your store, and we've never had a Christmas without these.
Figs are beautiful.
Dried figs are such a beautiful addition to a fruit platter, even a savory charcuterie board, and certainly a sweet one too.
Very versatile for sure.
So I don't know how you eat them. Certainly you can just eat them like this. They're so
Absolutely.
lovely. But I'm going to show you how we eat them at home, right? So you take it, and it's, you know, very soft. So you peel it open like this. And then you stick a little nut in it. I've got walnuts here. and then you eat it.
There you go.
And it's so good. Little piece of cheese
Absolutely.
in there as well, a little glass of wine.
Very
Oh my gosh,
versatile,
beautiful.
for sure.
So maybe you can sprinkle some of those,
Sure.
and I'll put the walnuts out as well.
Yes, Fabri is a well-known line. We all probably have grown up seeing this packaging. They actually make panettone with many panettones will make with this product inside that maraschino. It's like the Italian maraschino cherry. It's soaked in syrup, good on ice cream, good on out of the jar, and also good on as a topping for any baking ingredients, and also how we're using it today. So they also have the strawberry version, which is not as well known, but the cherries are definitely popular even in martinis. That way as well.
And tell me about these.
And we have, this is from Aurora. These are all ready to eat, cleaned chestnuts.
Roasted chestnuts.
Roasted chestnuts, yeah.
So that's something you can even put in your lunch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this chocolate, you could actually even just break it by your hands like this. I love the
Contrast, for sure.
bittersweet. And I read somewhere that bittersweet chocolate is good for you.
It is good for you,
So
yes.
there we go.
This is called strucchi. That's a northern Italian little specialty. It's a walnut or nut and fig filled little decadent cookie. This is from Zaghi's. It's panettone with IGP, which is certified from Treviso with radicchio.
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 That would explain the color.
Yes,
Right, this beautiful
very
color. Okay, so now I'm a little bit interested. Radicchio and panettone, I wouldn't combine the two.
You wouldn't think, but you get your sweet and sour little blend going. There's not huge pieces in there. You can see from the picture, if you can get a little closer look, but it's a little bit of a picture there. It's just scattered throughout, and it's very unique. We have at least this brand every year. There's always certain people looking for it. If they're from the area, they like that little bit of sense of home.
And I think too, if you're looking for a unique gift, certainly a pandoro, any of the ones that you showed us. But this would be really a conversation starter at a party, right?
Yeah, especially if they're from northern Italy, you'll probably fall in love with it.
Exactly. Hey, the southern people, they like radicchio too, right? And what about this one here?
Felipe, that's a wonderful line as well. It's got a nice hat box you can see there. And that's our traditional, it's just a traditional panettone.
Can you see this? Like, if you could just smell this right now. You would skip the antipasto, the main entree, just bring this to the table.
Bring this to the beginning, everybody said.
Right, and actually this could be a centerpiece, right?
Absolutely.
For a dinner party. And but then people would probably pick at it during dinner, I think.
Or just the after dinner party.
Or the after dinner, exactly. So certainly, you want to have little plates handy, and then that way people can help themselves. And I have little utensils here too, so that people can pick up the panettone using maybe little tongs and make it all, family friendly for sure, right? Nothing presumptuous here. No. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to create our own little desserts, right? So the idea is that you pick out, a panettone of your choice. This green one here, the pistachio, that's just so unique. I'm going to take that. And then be creative, right? So I'm going to put a little bit of whipping cream on it. And maybe a little bit of the nuts to complement the pistachios. And a little piece of chocolate, because then I can dip it in the cream. See?
Absolutely.
Isn't that creative?
And everybody should take a picture of their creations at the dinner
that's
party.
right. Excellent. Carlo, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you very much for joining us. Please tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like this as well. And get started with your own charcuterie of your own creations from Nardini Specialties. Thanks again, Carlo.
Thank you.
See you next time.